When you go to Paris and have interest in staying at a 5-star boutique hotel in the Champs-Élysées area, the Hotel Vernet is well worth considering. Let's take a look at the experience of staying at the Hotel Vernet and see some of the surrounding area. The Hotel Vernet is on the Rue Vernet, which is a street that runs parallel to the Champs-Élysées, 1 block away. As you walk into the hotel, you go through sliding glass doors and up a few steps where you will be warmly greeted by the concierge. With luxury hotels, you want to see high quality in 3 main areas: the quality of service and how guests are engaged, the quality of the rooms, and the quality of the restaurants. I stayed at the Hotel Vernet for a week, and I can say that the staff were always enormously considerate, helpful, and welcoming. To give you a different kind of 5-star example, I stopped in at the Hotel Crillon for a drink and appetizers. The Hotel Crillon is part of the ultra-luxury brand Rosewood, and Ernest Hemingway mentions it prominently in his first novel, The Sun Also Rises, so it has over 100 years of history. Crillon is undeniably elegant and opulent, and their staff are very quick to engage you the moment you walk in the door, like really quick. After some drinks and a couple of appetizers, I asked for directions to the bathroom. I was followed by one of their security people, who turned around and headed back to the lobby as I exited the bathroom. So there's also the kind of attentiveness that looks at you like a potential shoplifter or terrorist. To get to the restroom, you do have to walk past a jewelry store in the lobby that has pieces you would probably pay for via wire transfer rather than a credit card. Let's just say at the Hotel Vernet, you never get the vibe that you're a potential criminal. Quite the opposite. Let's take a look at a room, then come back downstairs to see the lounge and restaurant, then take a look at a suite. The reason for my trip was to celebrate my birthday. After flying in from the west coast of the United States, we had a smooth check-in and got to our room. As you can see, the room door had a birthday bow and ribbon. Let's just say that made a spectacular first impression. And then when we entered the room, there were balloons and a special pillow arrangement, which were very heartwarming after a long travel day. I have to admit that the room is on the smaller side, as you can see how a king-size bed occupies the room. But A, the scale of everything is simply smaller in Europe, and B, the Champs-Élysées neighborhood is one of the most affluent anywhere. It would be comparable to Fifth Avenue in New York City. A simple rule of thumb is that where the Hotel Vernet has the opportunity to apply style and design to details, they make good use of it. Look at the tile work and fixtures in the restroom. The downstairs lounge has refined elegance, and the furniture is mid-century chic. All in all, a very relaxing place to spend time with your morning coffee or evening drinks. I found the hotel restaurant to be excellent. I had breakfast there a few times during my stay. The omelets were fluffy and delicious. The pastries, as you might imagine in France, were fresh with crisp shells and tender interiors. When I had early starts to my day for tours outside of Paris, the restaurant prepared to-go bags of pastries. I also had dinner in the hotel restaurant, and it was genuine restaurant dining, not just food sold to a relatively captive customer base. It was quite nice to enjoy beef medallions by just going downstairs instead of venturing out after high exertion days. Speaking of exertion, should you care to work out, there is a fitness center that has most of what you need to maintain consistency with your regimen. There are 3 cardio machines and also an area for resistance training. Between the bench, resistance bands, and dumbbells that neatly store in the bench, you can do some legitimate strength work. Even if you're quite strong, you can do high rep sets and then do some cardio to maintain your body. I packed several changes of workout clothes because I naively thought only about exertion in a gym. I didn't factor in the vast amounts of walking that naturally come with exploring Paris. Let's take a look at a suite in the Hotel Vernet before seeing what's in the immediate neighborhood. As you can see, a suite is quite nice and spacious with beautiful lighting at the Hotel Vernet. Let's move on to the neighborhood around the Hotel Vernet. Literally a block and a half away from the hotel is the Arc de Triomphe. Quite the feat to behold. Its massiveness doesn't really come across in pictures the way it does when you're across the roundabout from it. Amazing to think that after any given meal you have at the hotel, you can go for a 5-minute walk and take in one of the great sights of France. On the way to the Arc de Triomphe, just at the end of the street, is also an excellent deli, convenience store, and newsstand. There'll be times when you've been doing things all day, and you don't want to do the whole sit-down ritual of restaurant dining, so it's easy just to get food and drink to carry out. This set of shops is right alongside the Atelier Robuchon Étoile, a Michelin 2-star restaurant, and across the street from the Casa Luca, a very nice and moderately priced Italian restaurant. The Eiffel Tower is a 10-minute ride from the hotel. The drop-off area at the Eiffel Tower is also near where the various bus tours will pick up from, for example, if you're planning to go to Versailles. There is that side benefit of prime real estate, incredible convenience. But what really recommends the Hotel Vernet is the atmosphere you experience in an establishment that earns the descriptor boutique.